Yo, what's up? Welcome back. Today we're gonna be playing the Royal Tournament, and more specifically, we're gonna be trying some of the best decks that you could play for this Royal Tournament. Obviously, just saying, you can play any deck, it will probably work out. I don't think there is any decks that are completely broken. At least I didn't play it yet. I don't think there are because there is no evolution, no heroes, so everything should be relatively balanced, but I'm not fully sure. We will see in a second, I guess. But yes, we are going to be talking about the 5 better decks. The ones I didn't mention is just because there is way more decks that actually could work here. Like, I'm not showcasing any bait deck or 2.6 because they are obviously good. They used to work back in the day, they still work. So if you're going to use a bait deck or like MK bait or 2.6, it's going to work. It really is. So don't worry, you can definitely use that. The decks I'm gonna be showing today are gonna be a little varied. Not all of like I tried to pick from different kind of archetypes. So this is the first one we're gonna be trying. As you can see, it's slightly different. Like it's not a classic deck that you would think of, but it's one of the better performing decks currently in the Royal Tournament. So we're gonna be trying it out right here, right now. Not wasting any more of your time. We have 5 decks to go through, so no time to waste. And yeah, we're gonna be starting off with a giant skeleton graveyard freeze deck, which, as I said, kind of uncanny, kind of unexpected, but this deck really works out amazing. Um, you have great defense. A lot of the retro royal decks are beat down oriented, just as it was back in the day when Clash Royale just came out. Like, definitely, cycle decks are not as good as they are right now because there is no evolutions to cycle to. Overall, the cycle cards. Ooh, that was aggressive. Overall, the cycle cards are not that good, and there is not that many good cards to cycle back to. So actually, heavier decks are performing amazingly here, and having a deck that is heavily reliant on defense like this one, but also other graveyard decks will work out amazing. Like you have Zappis, Tombstone, Giant Skeleton, like you have all the tools to stop any big push. Um, and that's why some of the best decks, I feel like the top 3 decks on Royal API currently are um, graveyard decks. Here gonna arrow the archers right away, try to get as much damage as possible. He's gonna arrow that, yep, but we should be fine. Still trying to figure out the deck he's playing. We see a P.E.K.K.A, Arrows, Zap, Archer's Knight. Still didn't really figure out what the win condition is here. Um, maybe Graveyard would be weird with the Zap, but you know, kind of expecting anything. Also could just be a random deck with a Hog Rider, to be honest. Like, that's always to be expected. Alright. Gonna go for Hunter late from the back and... Okay, Wizard. Yep, still gonna go for Hunter. The Wizard didn't change anything here on the way we're gonna be playing. I want to play a giant skeleton on top of everything behind. It's a shame that the Wizard is targeting our Hunter, but we are fine. As you can see, defense is really good, specifically thanks to how good Giant Skeleton is at blowing everything up. We're gonna get some nice damage here. He's obviously gonna be using the spells to defend it, but we have Tombstones, so the P.E.K.K.A is not going anywhere. He's gonna probably play the Wizard or the Archers. If he plays the Archers, I'm gonna arrow. If he plays the Wizard, he arrows the Tombstone. Interesting choice. I'm pretty sure this is our perfect opportunity to go in. Yeah, we're just gonna go for Giant Skeleton, the Archers. He might stop that with a Knight on the bridge. He doesn't, so he basically lost, I think. I'm gonna freeze here just to let the giant skeleton live for longer, and hopefully we can even get it on the tower. Gonna arrows the 2 skeletons because I feel like they might... Yeah, I was hoping he wouldn't play the knight, hoping the skeletons will stop the giant skeleton, but he did react. He might play Peck on the bridge. Yep, not surprised. Gonna go for Tombstone to get the Peck out of the way. Our giant skeleton will die this time, unfortunately, but we should be fine. He played a wizard in the other lane. Interesting choice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was a poorly placed graveyard, by the way. That's not the right placement. Please don't copy that. Yeah, he's gonna zap that probably, but should not be enough. Yeah, as you can see, pretty solid first game. You just basically focus on defense and play graveyard freeze on the counter push. This is just how you play any graveyard deck, and also how you play this one. I want to check real quick. Yeah, he didn't have any real win condition. It was literally just a P.E.K.K.A wizard deck, which is beautiful, you know. That's the beauty about Retro Royale. Even a P.E.K.K.A wizard deck can work and be annoying. Just gonna collect the rewards real quick. Are we just making the video longer? Yes. Is it because of retention? No. Is it because of me making more money if the video is longer? No, I'm not making any money with that, so I just don't feel like cutting this part out. And now we're gonna be playing Royal Giant with Giant Skeleton. Yet another very solid deck. There was even a time in the past where Royal Giant Giant Skeleton was one of the best decks in the game, and I guess it's making a comeback here in Retro Royale. As you can see, there is a lot of similarities with the deck we played previously, and this just goes to show how strong defense-oriented decks are. Not really 2.6 bait kind of deck, like those are also good, but the best decks seem to be the ones that are more, rather than cycle, more control oriented, like heavier defense cards, not really cycle cards, um, but like heavy defense cards that are very solid, like a Hunter, Zappies, Guards. These work the best, it seems. I'm gonna go for guards on the Sparky. Hopefully they surround. Okay, I think we should be good here. That will go on my tower, I'm pretty sure, if I don't log and Royal Ghost. That's gonna get exploded, unfortunately. Ooh, that's gonna be annoying. Yeah, gonna have to play Zappies for the skeletons. Yes, the Zappies took like 10 years to place, but... Minor freeze! That's not what I was expecting, that's for sure. I mean, good for him, I guess. Um, we should be fine. I could even go for a Royal Giant, to be honest. Oh, network dying on me. Beautiful. No idea why that is. But yeah, as I said, he can play Sparky and get a counter push or something. He can probably defend that. But we are still gonna bring the tower close enough to being dead that we can just... That was not supposed to be a Hunter. Okay, but we are good. 286, 289. Okay, so with Hunter, Lightning, we can defend it. Lightning here just to get rid of the Sparky. I knew that the Hunter would get rid of it. So he's playing a very heavy Giant Skeleton Sparky Miner Freeze deck with Witch. So expensive. But I'm pretty sure we can actually hold on to the right tower if the network cooperates with me. It seems that he went in the left lane instead, which is not good, and the network keeps on dying. So we might be getting our first loss here, unfortunately. Now the freeze makes a little more sense, I guess. Yeah, we are losing the left tower easily, unfortunately. Or are we? Wait. The bomb doesn't do enough, I'm pretty sure. What the fuck? The game just crashed. Why? I'm gonna be depressed. Like, I really wanted to play the Royal Tournament and not just straight up lose on the second game. Bruh. That's depressing. Why? The first game went so, like, perfectly fine. The network is not even, like... That's so random. Well, the deck is still good. You can believe me on this one. It is good if your network doesn't suck. So, yeah, I guess we are losing that one game very early on. We are gonna have to lock in to not lose anymore. Um, Moving on to the next deck, which is the classic P.E.K.K.A Bridge Spam deck, obviously. This is to be expected. It was solid 10 years ago. It is still solid now. Why does this guy have a phone number as his name? That's confusing. Um, so, yeah, this guy doesn't seem to want to play, so let's go for a bandit. Still very pissed about the previous game, because it was just so random. Like, why did it just die on me? The game just crashed and everything exploded. We are getting a little compensation here, it seems. We are getting a free game, so I guess I will see you in the next one and play this deck again because this is just straight like I'm not gonna be showcasing a game where my opponent just rage quit. So see you then. All right, welcome to the real P.E.K.K.A. Bridge Spam game. Like not a P.E.K.K.A. Bridge Spam Pro, but at least I would like to share something about the deck and at least actually play it. We're against a Hog Rider deck, it seems. Like I appreciate that the guy quit, so like at least we get one win as a compensation for the game we lost because my phone, my tablet died. But it's fine. Just gotta lock in here. Awful zap. I don't understand why the network is trolling. Like the placement of every card is so slow. Like I even changed connection while I was um, turning the game on and off, but it doesn't seem to have helped. So like, yeah, it's just the device that is trolling, not even that the connection was connected to. All of a sudden, this video turned into a me talking about my shitty device rather than the decks I'm trying to play, which is not ideal. Um, Very interesting for Grider. Yeah, I guess we're gonna be having to play with a network that doesn't really help me, which, you know, sometimes that's what you gotta do, and hopefully we can win still somehow. um, he's gonna go for Scar me, I'm guessing, which is like cool. I mean, we get the bandit on tower. Um, okay. Okay, luckily we have Electro Wizard carrying there. We are playing against a Bridge Spam Hog Rider balloon deck, it seems. Very beautiful. This just goes to show that anything can work here, obviously. Um, yeah, just gonna go for Battle Ram. He's gonna be able to counter that pretty easily, but at least we take a little less damage on the tower because it gets split between the Battle Ram and the tower. Here we're gonna go for an early Bandit because I'm expecting a Hog Rider. We are also gonna go for P.E.K.K.A. Just like that. I'm gonna go for minions. He's gonna go for Skarmy, obviously. Or Elite Barbarians. Yes, clearly, that's amazing. I'm struggling every time I'm playing that Zap on the Skarmy. I'm like, please play that Zap. Like, I don't know if he's gonna play right away, after a second or three. I just never know what to expect. Here we're gonna go for Electro Wizard, obviously. He just goes for the big push here. I think we should be able to stop it. Yep, we are fine here. I'm gonna go for P.E.K.K.A. just to make sure that the Elite Barbarians don't do anything crazy. And we win another game. This is the most chopped game. This is so chopped. This is looking bad. Like, I'm fighting for my life, trying not to lose because of cards playing 3 seconds late. But we roll. We roll. P.E.K.K.A, easy game. Once again, P.E.K.K.A also very solid defense, slightly more offensive deck compared to the first two we showed, which is obviously fine. You not like the only decks working are the defensive ones. So if you are more into an aggressive playstyle, P.E.K.K.A Bridge Spam is definitely the way to go. But you still have very solid defense. Electro Wizard P.E.K.K.A. This is what will help you stopping all those beat down giant decks, Sparky decks, and you also have poison for the potential graveyards, which, as I said, there is plenty of them. For our next deck, we have like the deck that I feel like most decks are trying to counter because the offense of this deck is just so good that if your opponent doesn't have good defense, there is just no way they can actually defend. Which is P.E.K.K.A Double Prince. P.E.K.K.A Double Prince. Giant Double Prince. It's a very, very solid deck here. It's so good even in the current meta with evolutions and heroes, and it doesn't get any weaker in the old retro meta. Like, it's just so good. Specifically with Rage, Fireball, like you just play Giant, Double Prince, spell away all the distractions, and like you don't even really have to worry about defense. You're just winning by breaking through everything that your opponent plays. Sometimes you can also play like that. Our network, once again, is not helping, but it's fine. We're gonna be dealing with this somehow, as you can see. every card I'm playing plays a few seconds later, which, you know, is fine. We're gonna deal with it. We are playing against Golem, which is yet another very solid option for beatdown players. Not showing it in this video, but if you want to play the Golem deck, just copy from my opener right here. That's probably like the most solid Golem deck. Obviously, he only showed like 4 cards for now, but yeah, he got Pump. He's gonna go all in double elixir. It's gonna be very hard to defend. Actually, Giant Double Prince can manage Golem if you play well, but you definitely need to play aggressively in the first 2 minutes of the game. And Golem definitely has a hard time defending Double Prince because they don't really have any good answers for it. Not gonna play anything else for now. Gonna play a late Mega Minion, hoping to catch his Mega Minion. Gonna go for a Rage, just to get rid of everything, and going for a late Bomber. And now we're gonna go for a very late Fireball. And we're good! 1 Nightwitch shot, which is obviously fine. Gonna do the same thing again, because it's very likely he's gonna be doing the same thing again. Here it goes, Golem. This time we're gonna go on the bridge with the Giant, so he has less time. Oh my god, thank you. He's gonna have less time to defend the Prince, and the Giant is gonna go straight for the tower if he doesn't defend it. Gonna go for a Rage, obviously. Gonna already go for a Dark Prince from the back, making sure to build the push. That was not a good fireball to say the least, but should be fine, hopefully. Rage, please. Please. 10. Okay, he has 10 seconds. I don't know if the golem even can reach the tower in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was awfully close. But you're good! See, like, you're just chilling. No need to worry. It's definitely not because of my network, that sucks. Yeah, I'm fighting my own demons here. Usually when I lose, I don't care, because even if you lose a game in ladder, you can just win 2 after the video and you just recover the lost trophies, and it's fine. But here in the Royale Tournament, you cannot really do that. If you lose games, they are lost forever. And yeah, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do well in the Royal Tournament, but losing the games early on because of the network never really feels that great. Alright, next deck and final deck. It's gonna be this Mortar Cycle deck, which is exactly what I want right now with my network not working. Like, very common theme in this video. As long as I'm playing Giant Double Prince, I have to play 3 cards and the game plays itself. Here I actually have to cycle, play fast, and there is no way you can do it with this device. So, if you have a chopped device like mine, don't bother playing this deck. Just enjoy me losing this game, which is probably gonna happen. Just guessing. I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to win this one. It's gonna be a miracle if I do. But yeah, don't bother. If your device sucks, don't bother. Just play something that requires playing 3 cards throughout the whole day, throughout the whole game, and don't bother. We're playing against P.E.K.K.A. Bridge Spam, it seems, which is not exactly what you want to play against when your device takes 3 seconds to play a card. Usually you have to react quite fast to whatever your opponent plays on the bridge. Like, here you can see this battle, like, I played the Knight and and the Hunter, and it doesn't even matter, the battle ram still connects, which, I mean, yeah, that's what I expected. He's probably gonna go, okay, Ghost, that's fine. I will have to go for Miner and Ice Spirit. Gonna go for Mortar. The Miner will tank for the Bandit, which is good. Let's see if we can defend this P.E.K.K.A. I'm not sure we can. We are very low on elixir. There is no way he had enough for a battle run. That's insane. Okay, yeah, that's GG. That's so over. I definitely overcommitted with the mortar. Don't get me wrong, it's completely on me. There is definitely mistakes that have been made by me. But I would say that unfortunately, I'm more prone to making mistakes when I worry about cards not placing at every single moment, every time I try to place a card. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Obviously, it's fine. It's not. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there is a reason to, like, I want to push the right lane, but he's just gonna play P.E.K.K.A. And yeah, there is really nothing we can do. He's gonna go for minions on top, I'm guessing. He just played them on the left. That's just crazy behavior. Like, I'm not even paying attention at this point. One mortar shot though, that's nice. I mean, he's playing a lot of stuff on the... Okay, yep, that's exactly what I expected earlier from this guy. Yeah. Yeah, as I said, just kinda sucks losing um, because of the device not cooperating today for some reason, so it's fine. Happens to the best of us. The deck is solid though, trust me. Not in the wrong hands, which are mine in this moment, but you have solid defense, you are gonna be able to defend everything, chipping down your opponents with minor poison. Minor control is always gonna be a solid deck, specifically if you know how to play. This deck will allow you to push very high up in the ranking because there is very few matchups that are actually straight up bad for this deck. There is no clearly amazing matchup, but almost all matchups are average at worst. So really solid option. As I said at the start of the video, if you want to play bait, if you want to play Hog Rider, obviously very solid options if that's what you're good at. But yeah, that will be all for now. If you want to see me play more Royal tournaments, like keep record more episodes on this Royal tournament when I will be playing later today or tomorrow, please let me know. And yeah, I will be trying to recover from this awful 4-2, see if I can bring this Royal tournament anywhere close to a respectable result. We'll let you know. For now, thank you so much for watching. Sorry again for the very chopped video today with the awful internet connection, but that's what happens sometimes. So until next time, have a great day. Goodbye.